Hello, everyone. Today I'm with Georgia Southern number one, Pol Del Castillo. Thank you for joining me today.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Ready to get started?
Me too.
Let's
So
do
I'll
it.
start with my first question. How
Mhm.
old were you when you started playing tennis?
I thought I was about 5 years old. Right next to home, there's like a small club, and my parents brought me there just for like summer camp. We play like tennis and different sports, and they said one coach on the summer camp said I had good talent, or like I played pretty good the first time, and he wanted me to come again. So I started since then practicing, and we are here, no? So it's been a long ride.
Yeah, so the coach was right about you and you started from an early age and it was the right decision for you to keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. And we still have contact with him. Sometimes I practice with him when I go back home. And yeah, he's definitely helped me a lot to develop my game and get to the position where I am right now.
Yeah, so it's definitely, and that's cool that you still have that contacts with him, from the first coach like there. And it's cool that you're able to go back when you go back to Spain.
Yeah, yeah, because like when I was about 12 years old, I moved. I was practicing with him from 5 years old to 12 probably. Then I moved to another club in a bigger city next to home, and I practiced there until I was 16 years old. And then I got an offer to practice in Bruguera Tennis Academy, which the surname Bruguera comes from a really good tennis player from Spain, Sergio Bruguera, who won two Grand Slams titles in Roland
Oh,
Garros.
wow.
Yeah, so I got the chance to practice there 1 year, my first year of high school. Like in Spain, we have no my first year of baccalaureate is like 2 years before going to college. So I practiced there the first year. It was really nice. We had like school there and the tennis right there, so we live like in a big campus. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we had the I could see the course from my apartment, so everything was really close and it was perfect for to practice and develop my game. We practiced like a lot of time, like hours. We used to practice like two of tennis in the morning, two of fitness in the morning, and then go back in the afternoon and practice 1 hour of fitness and 1 hour and a half of tennis. So it was the whole day practicing, and I got to meet some good people there that helped me. But unfortunately, the next year I had to go back home because of different stuff, and to keep um, playing tennis and studying, I had to study in the afternoons in another city, like 25 minutes from home.
Mhm.
So I was practicing in the morning and competing in the morning, and then going to class like from 4:30 to 9:30 p.m. in the night. So it was
Wow.
rough. Yeah, it
So
was a tough,
basically,
tough.
all school and tennis.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's all I did in my whole life. Practicing and tennis. Like you have to sacrifice a lot of things if you wanna be good.
Yeah.
Um, that's the decision I made. I really like what I'm doing, so no regrets.
Yeah. Right decision for
Mhm.
you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can you talk about the story of getting to play Carlos Alcaraz when you were younger?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Alcaraz back in the day was always like the top player, one of the top players in Spain. And I played him. I remember my first time when we were like 11, 12 years old. And he was really small, but everyone was already talking about him. I used to have like maybe when I was younger like two rackets. He came to the match like with four rackets.
Really?
They, they were bigger than him. So I started playing the match a bit nervous, like I didn't know what to expect from him. And yeah, it was a tight match, 6-4, 6-2, I remember. But he had a lot of talent. Like what you see today on the TV, he was doing it when he was 12 years old, 11 years old, and yeah, like so much touch. He could do anything on the court. And yeah, now he's become like a physical beast, but you could see him that he had the good potential to go pro. And then when I was 16, 15, 16 years old, I played him again in a national tournament in Spain, second round, unfortunately. I knew it was gonna be tough, so I think I knew it was gonna end there. So it was a good match as well. 7-5, 6-7-5, I think. And yeah, similar match. I had my chances, but he started doing his crazy shots, crazy drop shots.
Yeah, the drop shot.
Yeah, and he beat me. I mean, he won the tournament. Yeah, he was a standing player, nothing to do. And
Yeah.
now you can see what he's doing.
And yeah, you're competing with him, giving him a good match, and I was like, we look at him now. He's won the U.S. Open, Wimbledon, #1 ranking.
Yeah, absolutely. With Ferrero coming now, I mean, when he went to the academy of Ferrero, for sure he practiced there, like me I was doing in Rocket Academy, like 6 hours a day and stuff like that, and he become a different animal. For me, I've only got the chance to experience that 1 year. Imagine doing
Mhm.
that since you are 16 years old until now, no? It's like your job. For
Yeah,
me, it was like my job, but secondary. I had school uh, first, so
yeah,
I tried to like do anything I could to improve, but knowing I had to do something else apart from tennis.
yeah.
Mhm.
What was the adjustment like coming from Spain to play tennis in the United States?
Yeah, I mean it's really different because normally the environment in college tennis is really different. When you come from Spain or Europe or wherever, also you tennis is an individual sport, so you play alone, and everything is like more calm, more quiet, more like classy. Like people respect each other. They don't scream at you. They're more relaxed. Also, you have some players that they scream at you and they fist pump at you, but not many. When I came here in college, this is crazy. Like the environment, like everybody's cheering for each other. They are like shouting every point they win. Also, there are some close calls that you think they are going in, but he calls them out. Yeah, it's really tough. It's really competitive.
Hmm.
Everyone wants to win. You have a bad match. Uh, it's tough to recover because you don't have time to warm up. You start straight into singles after doubles, and yeah, everyone is more so competitive, and everybody wants to win. And yeah, it's really different environment. Here, it's like they do anything they can to win. Yeah, I mean, for sure, you improve your mental toughness because there are like so many obstacles that you are fighting when you're in the court. You're fighting yourself. You're fighting the opponent that it's trying to do anything he can to bring you down. But yeah, in the end, and you enjoy it. You play as a team, so it's something that you don't experience when you are in your own country in Spain because you always play individual tournaments. And yeah, it's totally different, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's a little different, but you learn to battle through the adversity and get through the tough matches, but it's still fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you also have the pressure to play not just for you, for the team. To deliver, to like you have to give your 100% because there's other people that are not playing that would kill to be in your position. So you
Yeah,
always have to like have certain standards that you have to follow, and even if you don't feel good, um, try to like get to them.
yeah.
Mm.
What made you pick Georgia Southern?
Yeah, I mean, when I was 18 years old, 17 years old, I thought I didn't want to go to college because my dream is always to be a professional tennis player. So I thought going to college was gonna be an obstacle for me to like develop faster.
Hmm.
but my mom was always behind me saying, "Oh, you should go to college. You should study and play a good level of tennis at the same time." And she couldn't stop reminding me that. And I remember one summer, the summer before coming here, uh, the assistant coach Michael Kachatrian from GSU back in 2021. I knew him back in Bruguera Academy. So he called me asking like he called me for to get some information about some players to recruit from Spain, and he threw the question to me like, "Do you wanna come here? Do you think it's a possibility for you?" And I started thinking about it, you know.
Hmm.
And of course, my parents said, "Yes, you have to go," and also the conditions that back then Coach Sander and Mike gave me were good conditions. So it was, and I also had the opportunity to develop as a player, plus study a degree. So it was like a good opportunity. I really didn't look for other schools, to be honest, because I trusted Mike, and I wanted to go somewhere uh, where I knew the people that was there, and I knew they were gonna be good for me to develop as a player. And yeah, in the end, I got that decision, and I don't think I regret it. I met amazing teammates. They are my second family. We have amazing chemistry together, and it's been a really good 2 years so far. And let's see what the next 2 years bring. But I'm excited to be here and to fight to keep improving.
Yeah, so it's the right fit for you, and already having the assistant coach being out, you knowing him in Spain, so you already had the
Mhm.
connection there, so you knew you had a good environment to go into, and it was the right decision for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I was really like nervous about going to college. You know, I didn't know what I was expecting. So having someone I could rely on and during tough moments or like to ask questions and doubts was really important for me. And yeah, I thank Mike for what he did, because now I'm in a really good position. I'm feeling great here, and who knows after college if I can. I want to still try to play pro, and we'll see how it goes. You know.
Yeah. What was it like being put into the spotlight already your freshman year playing number one?
Yeah, I mean, when I came here, I knew I could play in the high spots in the lineup, and well, we had a before coming my freshman year, before coming to the US, Sander, the ex-coach who recruited me, um, um, stopped being coach. So they had to bring a new one, and then yeah, he was called Jeremy. I mean, he's called Jeremy still. So Jeremy trusted me a lot. He saw my potential. He thought me playing one or two my freshman year will help me develop my game and also the team. And yeah, it was also like the first matches for me were really they were tough because I'm really tough in myself. Like I wanna be like I wanna have things perfect to go perfect, and I put a lot of pressure. So the first matches were really tough because I didn't want to let the team down, knowing I was a freshman. I had seniors um, in the lower positions of the lineup, so I didn't want them to think bad of me, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, there was a lot of pressure, but I really had the trust of the head coach of Jeremy, and this really helped me stay calm and go over the tough times. But yeah, for me it was a really tough year where I learned a lot. I also matured a lot probably, and yeah, I thank him as well for the opportunity to play one or two, because it really helped me develop my mental strength and my tennis for sure. And it got rewarded getting the Freshman of the Year award of the Sunbelt. So that was a pretty nice accomplishment for me. But yeah, you don't expect that when you're a freshman, but it was a good experience that for sure is helping me right now.
Yeah, so it was a good experience, and you just want to make sure you give all your effort so that, like, the seniors, it's being low. You want to just show them that you give your 100% effort, and then it was rewarding, like you say, getting some about freshman of the year.
Yeah, yeah,
How do you handle the pressures of being number one?
yeah. I mean, now I feel I put less pressure on myself. I try to like think more and like giving 100% in the match, and if things don't go my way, so at least I give everything I have. But when I was younger, when I came here, I was like really focusing on like winning and winning and winning, and I was scared of losing, I think. So instead of going for the match, I I was being a little conservative. I not lost many matches like that, you know. So after losing like many matches or like having some like results that disappoint you, you have to change. And I also probably mature during these 2 years, and now I feel less pressure because I know I'm playing for a team, not just for myself. I try to enjoy the match, try to have fun, even though in a tennis court, I don't think you will find someone who tells you he's having fun. You know, it's
Hmm.
you suffer a lot. You play against you and against the opponent. You don't have anyone who tells you what to do. You have to like find solutions to the problems yourself. And also, there's that pressure to win. You know, because even though I was playing number one, maybe this year I play number two, number three, and I want to be number one.
Hmm.
So there's this pressure that if you don't win a couple of matches, maybe the coach puts put you put, well puts you back to the number two spot or the three spot or even lower. So you have this pressure of thinking, am I doing the right things for the coach to like trust me and put me in the higher positions? So I guess it's just hard work every day to show the teammates and the staff that I'm willing to do anything to be where I am and give everything I can on the practices and in the matches. Don't give any ball. Uh, don't give any ball to the opponent, and yeah, and try to enjoy a bit the match, even though it's tough when you are under so much pressure and you want to win.
Yeah, so you try and enjoy it, but because you always have that feeling like you got to keep performing at that high level so that your coach doesn't bring you down. You want to keep performing at that number one standard, but just do what you do every week, and prepare, and you're able to handle it.
Yeah, correct. Also, like people from like friends or like from other sports coming to watch. Also, you don't want to do bad. oh, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
want to play good because for them to see good tennis. You know, so it's also added pressure. But normally, when you're on the court, you just focus on yourself and you don't look on the outside. But yeah, there's many factors on a tennis court that can distract you, and you have to try and still focus all the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What are your goals for this season?
For this season, I mean, for the fall, we have 5 tournaments this fall, and in the fall we play individual tournaments in tennis. So I think we're gonna go to All Americans and to the ATR regionals. Uh, in the All Americans, we're going to the pre-qualies because it's really good level. So I would say a goal in the All Americans is to pass the qualies. It's 4 matches, really good level. So you pass the qualies, you played pretty good, decent level of tennis. So I would say passing the qualies would be a goal. But once you are there, I would want more. So a realistic goal for me would be to pass the qualies in these ITR All Americans. And then in the ITR regionals, as well, do the best I can. Um, reach my Don't leave the court with bad feeling on myself. I don't know if it's, yeah. I mean, to say I want to reach the final because I know I have the level to be there, but you cannot always control yourself if you are playing against someone else. So I would say a goal is to play my best tennis, try to be focused on every match, take the right decisions, and don't regret anything I do on the court. And if that gets me to the first round, of course I will be disappointed because I want more. No, first round would be a shame. But if I give everything I can and I take the right decisions, I know I'm not gonna. It's tough for me to lose in the first round, or I know I can do if I take the right decisions and I play freely and I take good decisions on the important moments. I can get far in tournament. So this is my goal for this fall, and then for next season, starting on January, we as a team mark some goal objectives in the other season, and probably normally they are the same. They are getting ranked, defend the nest, like protect the nest, is like be undefeated at home, and then win the conference title. That's the biggest accomplishment we have. We got ranked last year. That was a check mark that we accomplished. We nearly got the nest protected. We lost in the last match at home,
Wow.
4-3 against Louisiana. Really tight, really tight. But yeah, this year why not? And also beat a ranked opponent. This the schedule for next year, it's really tough. We have like 6 Power 5 schools
Oh
that we
wow.
are playing against. Yeah, I think we're playing Miami. We are playing FAU, who's really good at tennis. We are playing UCF, USF, Texas A&M, and Clemson.
Those are good teams.
Yeah, really good teams. They are all ranked. So if we could get some wins in those matches, for sure we can be high in the rankings. And if we cannot make it, just as a team, like make sure that we are competitive. If we are competitive against this type of teams, we know that in our conference we can be a team to be scared of. So yeah, definitely be ranked, win the conference title, and probably protect the nest, be undefeated at home.
Yeah, protect the home court, making sure no one can go in there and
Yeah,
beat you guys, and then just winning a lot of games and individuals doing your best, performing week in and week out.
yeah, yeah. I mean, as a tennis player, I never thought that you would have home court advantage, like in like football or like soccer or like basketball. So here I realized like how it affects, like the courts like perfectly. The crowd is with you. You feel like home, and it really helps play you better. So yeah, definitely, it's gonna be a good goal for this year.
Yeah. What's the longest match you've played in?
I would say I don't have a. It's been a while since I played. I mean, probably in college I played like matches 2.5 hours. But I remember when I was like 14, I think I played a 3.5 hour match.
That's a long one.
Yeah, as it. We started like 8 p.m. We finished like 11:30 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean when you are younger, I now I'm more aggressive player, but when I was younger, I used to like be more like consistent, more kind of a grinder, Spanish grinder on the clay courts.
Hmm.
The ball goes lower then, and when you are younger, you try to like make every ball inside the court. So yeah, back then I used to be like they call it pusher, put every ball back, run every ball, and that made the matches be much longer. But yeah, definitely back in the day. Now on hardcore is tougher because the ball goes so much faster.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what you mean. I right now I kind of play like that, just trying to return everything and outlasting the other guy. So it takes a while.
yeah. You play tennis too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but number 3 for my school.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I started freshman year. Now I'm a junior. So
When did you start?
when I was 14.
14.
Yeah.
You trying? Do you play any other sports apart from tennis?
Uh, now just soccer and tennis.
Soccer and tennis.
Yeah,
What do you like the most?
tennis.
Tennis. Okay.
Yeah, I
Trying to go to
haven't played
college?
what
Trying to go to college or no?
for tennis. I just don't know because I started like later. That's the only thing.
Yeah. All right.
Like because I hadn't played soccer in a while, and now I was just doing tennis. Now I'm just gonna add soccer for fun.
Yeah. Do whatever you feel you have fun with.
But yeah, I like tennis a lot. So
Perfect. Perfect. That's good. It's not really popular in America, so I
yeah.
like that. Some American guy loves tennis.
Do you plan to go pro after Georgia Southern?
Yes, that's always been my goal. Like since I was a freshman, like try to use these 4 years to develop as a person, mature, develop my game, get stronger, and after college, try to give me like a couple of years on tour. But yeah, I think it's still my goal, and I try every summer when I come back to Spain to play as many professional tournaments as possible to try to get ranking. And yeah, I know it's really tough. It's really expensive as well. You have to pay if you don't have sponsors, coaches, practices, meals, travels. It's like your job. If I do it, I will be practicing like before, like in Brugger Academy, like 6 hours a day, because you have to like be better than your rival, and your rival is trying to become a professional tennis player too. So you have to treat it like a job. If not, if you don't do it 100%, I would say don't do it. So if it gets to a point that I'm not doing, I'm not trying to be co-pro, and I'm not going 100% in, I probably would stop. But yeah, that's always been my goal, my dream as well. And if my top level is to reach 400 ATP, I'm gonna be happy with that. But I'm gonna try to probably give me a couple of years in tour, and let's see where it gets me. But also having a degree reduces the pressure a bit, because you have something after tennis, and that's also a good thing about coming to college.
Yeah. So you can give out everything you have for tennis, but you don't have the stress because if it doesn't work out, it's okay. You have a degree and you'll be able to use that. It's not like tennis is the only thing that you have to bank on.
Yeah, correct. When you in Europe, when you're 18 years old, it's either you go pro or you go to college. So here you have the chance to do both.
Yeah.
And when you're 18 years old, like it's either you are like really good junior, you have sponsors behind you that help you, or you go to school. If you are not a top junior, I mean, I was really good in juniors in Spain, not in the world. I played some junior tournaments, like ITF junior tournaments, to count for like the junior ranking, but I never like actually play like to get ranking for the
Yeah.
junior ranking. But yeah, I wasn't good enough to like, and I'm not rich enough as well to like go on the tour when I'm 18 years old, and maybe when I'm 25, maybe I'm 500 in the world, and I'm not making any money.
Hmm.
I'm I'm working so hard, and I'm still 500 in the world. Yeah, it's really tough sport. You only win money when you are in the top 150. If not, you're losing money, because there are so many expenses. And yeah, but I will definitely try to go pro, and see my ceiling.
Yeah. So definitely a goal of yours and that you're gonna work as hard as possible to get.
Yeah, absolutely.
How would you describe yourself off the court?
Off the court, yeah, a really calm guy. Um, I like to be busy. I like to do sports. Also have fun with my friends. But yeah, I would say more calm guy. I'm on my own things a bit. Sometimes I don't open. I don't have like a what they say like social life or whatever you say.
Yeah.
I like to be by myself. Mm, yeah, I don't know. Calm guy. Once you get to know me, I open more. Um, I don't know. Kind. I respect for everyone. But yeah, I'm competitive. I like to win, and yeah, I don't know what else. But yeah, definitely calm, competitive, and hard worker. I would say. Also in
Yeah.
school
So
and in tennis.
calm, and then like on the tennis court, that you have that switch that you can flip to be competitive, but a cool guy likes to kind of relax to himself, have the downtime, but then competitive on the court and everything.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. If you come to see me in one of the home matches from this year or whenever, and you meet me outside of tennis court, for sure, you feel a good different
Yeah.
because in the court the emotions are high and you want to win and you see all the screaming and stuff and it gets contagious. So I start doing that too. But yeah, off the court, I'm completely another different person. Really relaxed, calm, probably shy if I don't know the people, stuff to open. But yeah, that's who I am probably.
Then the last question I was for fun. You get to take any three tennis players to dinner. They could be past or present. Who are you taking?
I'm definitely taking uh, Rafa Nadal because he's a Spanish tennis player, one of the goats. And it would be insane to talk with him, chat with him like about like how he handles the pressure on the big matches, how is he able to bounce back after so many injuries. He's an impressive player. Then I would say, I mean, for sure, I would love to have the three goats, Roger, Rafa, and Novak, eat
Yeah.
dinner,
I,
eat dinner with me. It would be insane. But right now, from these generations, I would love to chat with Yannick Sinner and Nick Kyrgios, I would say.
he's got
Yannick Sinner, Yannick Sinner, because he never like he started tennis really late. He used to ski. He was a really good skier, and he never played tennis before until 12 years old, I think. And he started playing tennis by the hands of a really good tennis coach in Italy, Piatti, Riccardo Piatti, and yeah, now he's a pro, no? He's
yeah.
a really really impressive run. So I would definitely like ask him how he did it, like, and to see him as a person for sure. And then Nick Kyrgios because I don't know, he's a character.
He is.
For
He's
sure,
fun.
I would laugh a lot on the dinner, and for sure he has so many stories to tell, and also getting to know his opinions about the tennis world for sure is really interesting. So yeah, definitely, I would be happy to have anyone in the top 100 to dinner, but yeah, probably these guys.
That'd be a great dinner for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thank you for taking the time to join me today.
Yeah, no worries. A pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you.